Ooh. Ah. It's kind of a tight fit here, mates. There he is. Look at you. Fancy. Love it. Where's the oil on this thing? Over there. Thing about this engine, it always had real good oil pressure. The water is empty because I took it for something. I don't remember what I put it in, but I took it, and then when I was cleaning the drain plug out to get it to flow, I accidentally put a pinhole in the bottom of the tank, so we have to fix that. It's got bad gas in it, so no beat downs, but it should start and run enough to get it over to the garage, more so because the cab's falling off. So I'm gonna just solid weld the cab, the bed, and the radiator support to the frame somehow. So the last time I drove this truck, this happened. And what happened with that is it kind of ripped the body off the chassis more so than it already was. I mean, there was no radiator support, there was no cab mounts, those were all gone. The only thing saving it was the cab welded to the bed. As you can see, both sides are pretty tweaked. Like, how you gonna go and fucking pull that out? That thing runs so good. Ooh, there's a bee in there. I gotta go clean that out. Where are you at, boys? Somewhere in there. I don't see him now. Here's the factory radiator support. I already removed it and replaced it with a different one that was way better shape because there was nothing I could have done to prevent this from just shredding itself apart when the frame tweaks once I solid mount it. Here's the replacement. It's a lot better condition. I would show you the bottom, but that's kind of a little bit harder to do with the bean pole and shit, and it's installed. What I ended up doing was just welding a big washer and then just bolting it directly to the frame, so it's solid mounted now. I have an idea for those body mounts, or at least this side. So here's the passenger front body mount. As you can see, there's no cup on it, or at least no bottom washer. It's gone, so it just flops up and down. But there's this hole right here, and there's a hole right there, and they both line up. There's a big ass hole right up here. I came up with this. Got a big ass bolt just like the front end. Jam it down in there. Obviously that's not gonna work because there's no like place for it to bite, but I'm gonna make a big steel plate, put one hole in it, bolt it down through, and it should work perfect. Take a look at the rear there. You can see the hole up top again. Obviously that bolt is bent in half, so that thing is no good, but it's still kind of holding it centered in the cup, so I'm gonna drill from the bottom up, and that should be good. There's at least a hole there. This side, the passenger side, does not seem to have one. So we're just not gonna do that like that. This side should be fine at least, because then this corner, driver's corner, and passenger corner should have enough sturdiness, and the fact that the cab is welded to the bed. The bed bolts are, well, they're on there. That one's on there. So there should be enough. Should be fine after all this. Yeah, we should be good. So here's the passenger side front. Hopefully that stays together. There should be enough floor over there to kind of hold it and around there. Obviously there's still a gaping hole, but now there is no gaping hole. There's the driver's side rear. I might crawl under it, but I sprayed a bunch of water because the radiator needed to be flushed out, so now it's mud underneath the truck and I don't feel like crawling around. But anyway, there's that. Here's the front, because I had to do something about the front, so all I did was, wow, that glare. Can I block it off somehow? Maybe not. Anyway, it's just a plate that I made bolt to the frame itself, and then I bolted the firewall kind of back to itself, so there's no more flex, which is nice because when you pushed on the bumper here, the steering column like moved like 4 inches up and down. So now it's nice and solid. Here's the front end all put back together. Pretty nice. I fixed the trim a little bit because it was broken. Also got a little bit more solid grill piece. Hopefully all this stuff stays on. Yep. Radiator. I'm just waiting for the JB Weld little pinhole patches to dry up. Well, I don't think that's just drip. But anyway, this isn't the radiator that came out of it. Here's the one that came out of it. You get to see the nice chop from the fan. And none of this leaked up here, but it leaked on the bottom there, which is funny as fuck. So I'm probably going to keep that in case this one fails and just put this back in it, because maybe the truck just wants this one because it's a pile of shit. Who knows? This thing's weird. For the fuel tank, I just put the ratchet strap back around the broken frame piece. Honestly, I should put a piece there and weld it up, but danger. It's just a little hornet. They ain't gonna do shit. But yeah, so ratchet strap should be good. Well, everything's back together, and I ended up going out on the bog to test it out. Wasn't planning on it, and I forgot the camera, so rip for today. I don't feel like going back out there because it's pretty soft, and we wasn't expecting it, so. Lovely jubbly.